Yo, 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 gang. We got another one. Money May, COTTO, Retro Fisticuffs Rewind. Let's go.
Listos? Let's go. Vámonos.
Go. All right, so they're set to go.
Let's go.
Miguel Cotto, the former WBO 147-pound champ and the reigning 154-pound champion. He's had 4 world championships as Miguel Cotto. All right, here we go. Floyd Mayweather decked out in red leather trunks with white trim.
We go.
Going to pressure right from the get-go.
Big number to keep in mind, the 5-inch reach advantage for Floyd Mayweather. He has made that look a lot more in his fights. A guy who will pay attention to the punch percentages tonight when we're given them. He has held so many opponents under 20% landed their punches. He is a superior defensive fighter. You see the shoulder roll, you see him spin off. He's able to spin from offense to defense.
I really thought this was going to be a closer fight, but Mayweather shows his superiority every time. Because Cotto ain't no pushover.
That's a little something different from Floyd too, but he don't care if they weigh a pound. He can still beat this guy. Look at the
jab.
hand speed of Floyd Mayweather. I mean, the kid is just an extraordinary fighter.
How about that trailing right hand that just missed? Double jab to the body. He moved to the left and fired a trailing
Hands free,
right hand
mono
that
sleeve.
just missed.
You know, Dave, a lot of times you wonder how this guy has such great extension to his punches. Look how he turns his shoulder. Look at the way he just made Cotto miss coming in.
Shoulder roll, talking about it, the master of that. And then he's able to shift. When we talked about in some earlier fights, guys that have things that can't be taught. And Mayweather does in terms of his reactions, going from defense to offense.
Both of these in great shape with the more and more crisp and more accurate punches.
He the ring general, real.
Floyd Mayweather. Uppercut on the inside by Floyd.
The hole. Hands free, hands free. Stop, 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 stop.
There's that quick uppercut by Mayweather. Starts out as a jab from that position, and then he throws a leaping uppercut. He's fast enough to get out of the way before being hit with a counter.
Cotto gets a chopping shot in there, but Floyd really looks like, you know, he's really in command of things. They both jump in together, nobody throws the punch. Then Floyd jumps up, gets off the left hook, stands downstairs.
Floyd the best with that check hook.
Bangs him with the right hand, upstairs to the back of the head. Floyd sets up again. Cotto comes in but doesn't land anything. This guy is sensational as the Mayweather. He's so hard to hit.
Round 1 in the books.
10-9
Money May.
First round.
Fight easy. Make it easy. Up, one down. You gotta be all the way down. Just one. Go deep time. Look. That's it. Good boxing. Good boxing.
Okay. Rote peo hombro y al lado. Trabaja yo.
Blood up in the skull there. I can't tell him where it's coming from. I don't think he's cut, but could be just some blood from the nose or inside the mouth. And we go round number 2.
Let's go.
Mayweather
starting out with the jab.
And it started out fast with Cotto throwing punches early, but Mayweather just outboxing him through most of the first round. Cotto trying to get the pressure on him, but he just can't get to this guy.
Watch what happens with the left hand of Mayweather down low. Cotto leads in, tries to score. Mayweather has been able to do throughout his career. A guy comes in like that.
Ooh.
Let's go the left hand and keep the guy away as he's advancing.
That time, Cotto picked him right up on his shoulder. And unlike the time that
Right back at it.
Bernard Hopkins got driven to the canvas, Cotto just straightened up and kind of shook his hand. Cotto trying to make a statement that I'm the stronger guy here.
And usually you see it done in the first couple rounds if the guy is going to be successful.
Ooh, he loading up.
Darting in, landing the jab, darting straight back. Now when you go straight back,
Hands free, manos libres.
you're not supposed to be able to get away with that. But he does because he's quick. The Cotto's going to try to follow him when Mayweather goes straight back and try to get a big right hand in.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
Mayweather constantly with the jab in the face of Cotto. Cotto just can't seem to catch up with his guys. It's hard on the inside. Even then, as Tony Week says, get the hands free, keep punching. This is an area where you expect Cotto to take advantage, but this guy's so loose. And finally, Cotto lands a couple shots, brings the crowd to life. A little over a minute to go in the second round of this fight. With the left side of the skull, then the uppercut on the inside. This guy, you're right, he rolls his shoulders. He gets low shots off the ropes.
He the best at fighting off the ropes.
Now finally he comes off the ropes. But again, Floyd with pinpoint accuracy. That's usually what Cotto has, but nobody has pinpoint accuracy against the defensive tactics of Floyd Mayweather in the red trunks.
And he tempted fate by allowing Cotto to fire an uppercut at him on the inside.
He was catching it.
Trying to turn and get the damage in here.
And he is doing the damage. He landed the uppercut, pawing to keeping Cotto off of him. Then he bends over to his right, always to his right side. And that, of any time, if Cotto could pick that up, is a really crack him with the right hand. Floyd sometimes will drop the left hand, but usually on the inside he's throwing so much, you can't get a clean shot at this guy. And it's got to be frustrating for Miguel Cotto. That ends the second round, and again, I just think Mayweather just outboxed him.
Round 2 in the books. Mayweather just on a different level, man. Like, his opponents be paying attention to the corner and what the fuck they corner saying. Mayweather looking up at the jumbotron, seeing where he fucked up at, so he don't make that mistake again. That's the difference.
From the last round, Mayweather the jab and the right hand.
Man,
See it caught, and then the right hand again.
another one.
Just missed.
And another one.
Solid right hand. That's an exquisite six-punch combination.
Look at his son. He's like,
Remember, he was in the corner just before he did that.
dang.
That's right, we're coming up to the third round. Things are looking tough right now for Miguel. I'll tell you another thing he can't do. You know, he just lingers there in what we call like kill zone or the hit zone. And you can't do that with Mayweather because he sees it. He is so sharp and so quick mentally in the ring that he will nail you. And he did that at the replay, showed that terrifically. But here we are in the third round, escape with the 12. So far, Cotto hasn't done much offensively. He started first, but then in the first round, as the cheers go up for Cotto and Cotto to try to inspire him, it really just inspires Mayweather even more when they consider him the bad boy, which he really isn't, folks. He's nowhere near as bad as he's portrayed.
He likes to play that role because he knows from a promotional aspect he has to.
Good combo.
Look at that on the offside. He basically threw it with a southpaw.
That was a good exchange.
Right cross there as he squared himself up.
Hey, he's got just enough power to keep a guy off balance. He's not a particularly big banger, but Floyd has got enough power to keep his opponent off balance all the time. Uppercut inside. He's standing straight up right now, and Cotto still can't get to him. Floyd shakes his head down. How frustrating is it to fight this guy? I mean, that got thought it was going to be a different fight altogether. I thought Cotto was going to be able to land something. He can't get any power shots in this guy's hand. Nothing.
He's throwing those big left hooks and they're being caught in the gloves of Mayweather. You're talking about Cotto missing by 2 inches. I mean, we're not talking about wild missing.
Oh, no.
Just behind a hair.
Well, if you're a big puncher and you want to send your punches to a place to have a nap, in the pillows of the hands of Floyd Mayweather is a place you can take a nap with your hands. Because this guy catches a lot of big punches. Look at that. Overhand right as Cotto came in, bang, with the right hand goes Floyd Mayweather. That is phenomenal.
He's basically throwing what amounts to be right hand leads from the right hand style. And he gets away with it because he is so quick.
Yeah, I mean, ordinarily a guy would be so exposed. I mean, he carries his left hand low as he is right now. Cotto really doesn't see it, though he caught him with a glancing right hand low that time. Mayweather looking and dictating. He's so bright in the ring. And that's the thing that people forget. This guy knows what he's doing. The fact that I realized when I saw him come in the leather pants doesn't even faze him.
Monosleeves.
He didn't care if they might get heavy. He thinks of the guy who's 31 years old, 4 years in than he is older than he is. What a great attitude for a fighter.
Stop.
Round 3 about to go into the books. Another good round for Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just doing a nice job. 10-9 rounding every round over Miguel Cotto.
What box kick? Keep it on the box kick.
No, it's a tag. It's a tag.
No. It's all good.
That's me in my nose.
You don't need that. It's a tag. You just want to do a tag.
Yeah, I know.
Boy, touching him up.
All right, look, keep doing what you're doing right now. Bring it easy.
Keep breaking it. Nice and relaxed.
Okay, let's rewind. A freak hailstorm hit, sending this group running for shelter. But thanks to a live parlay on BetMGM, soon the whole bar was pulling for a win. Make it a place you'll never forget. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
You have it listen, you type it in, and then you go digging.
You literally just drag it in.
Let's go.
Here's Mayweather mixing it up with Cotto. Talked about the good defense. Look at the elbow up.
Seconds
Blocks
up.
that one, blocks it with the shoulder. Cotto does get one through. He's landed 26 of
Floyd like, nah.
148 punches. About that 20% mark that Mayweather has been at for his career.
Even on the inside, Dave, the replay shows he hangs the left hand low and uses his shoulder to parry off punches. The guy is just extraordinary. You're watching a real ring genius.
Yes.
Maybe one of the greatest fighters of all time for Floyd Mayweather. Because believe you me, Miguel Cotto is some kind of tough and he's a terrific fighter too. But he just can't do anything with this kid so far. We're in round 4 at the MGF Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. I'm the Colonel Bob Shane along with Dave Montefo. Hope that you're enjoying this one wherever you're watching. Miguel trying to do everything he can possibly do with footwork to get Floyd to the win.
Good jab.
He can nail it, but Floyd keeps
Hook,
him up.
scoring. That hook is scoring. The same punch.
Floyd just looks like he knows exactly what he's doing. He's in his office right now. He loves his time as he passes the left side. Here he goes, picking it up again.
Let him go.
All of a sudden he's turned the crowd around. It wanted to be for Cotto. But you have to admire, no matter what you think of the attitude of Floyd Mayweather, no matter what you think of him outside the ring, inside the ring, pure genius.
You're looking at a craftsman and a surgeon. Things he does on the defense that we showed you, keeping fighters to 20%, toying with you, and he's on the inside of that. He shifts it to offense and he staggered Cotto.
Teeing off on him.
When he was champion, the surgeon could be doing things like knees, and Floyd Mayweather is the surgeon to be doing the brain. That's the difference in the surgeons.
Stop. I got you.
He has this instinctive knack of sensing a millimeter of weakness in his opponent and springing into an attack.
And that's his cerebral advantage. But you know something? The other thing is he has so much pride that physically he really works, and you can't take that away from him for that quality. Look at his body. His Cotto tries to put pressure on. He doesn't grab him. He pushes back, bends down, comes with a sneaky uppercut. Even as Cotto touches him a little bit, they're not big shots because he's rolling their shoulders. And he lands the big one. Big one with an uppercut that time. Snaps the head back into Miguel Cotto. That was right in front of us, Dave. And you just watch the genius of this kid. I haven't seen him fight any better.
And he toyed with Cotto. He let Cotto land one to get close enough for himself.
Stop, I got you.
Right hand, he's got a 15-3 edge in power shots this round. Going back about 15 seconds, and he's added to that. And this is utter artistry from the
Another one in the books. Mayweather is a genius.
Every round 10-9.
Shout out.
I mean, when I said that, I think this is the best he's ever done. I mean it. He looks terrific.
En la zona de contacto, campeón. En la zona con los cerrados, o trabajas, te apuntas para la derecha y te apuntas esa. No te pueden entrar más. Vamos a ir buscar la zona de contacto y trabajar. Inicia con golpe recto y paso repetido. ¿Ok? Y después tú eres... Pásate al lado, lo haga. Ahí. Vamos, cojones, ahora no te voy a subir. Vamos allá. Coge él. Vamos, ahí mismo.
Mayweather, after blocking a few, looks jab, throws right hand. How many fighters could do that? That's a classic jab stance. And he started with the jab, but he turned it into a right hand midstream.
By the time Cotto realized that he's got to hold his chin down because he knew he was going to get hit because he was trying to block the jab. This is round 5. This guy does things as subtle as the great Ricardo Lopez, who I thought was the greatest boxer I've ever seen in my life. I'm beginning to think that Floyd Mayweather might be the best I've ever seen now.
Okay.
Trying to give it a shot here. He doesn't catch Floyd clean though. Pushes Floyd back in. Floyd up and down. He doesn't need to stay in here. He can walk down the ropes, but he chooses to. He's Tony with the guy. He's not talking with him. He's doing it for today. His actions.
You don't have to do this against the power guy. You can tease a guy with no power and try to sucker him into something.
He wants to, Dave. He wants to show this guy what a good fighter. There's no bad blood between these guys leading up to this fight. Uppercuts him inside by Floyd. Cotto's going to be saying, well, what do you have to do with this guy? Look at the hand speed of Floyd. Cotto still lands a couple of decent heavy punches. But everything that Floyd's throwing is catching it decent. Only 2 big uppercuts there.
He gets Cotto to come to him. Blocks a couple. And then scores. And if he could consistently win the inside battle, he would be able to take the heart away from Cotto because this is Cotto's game.
Well, the thing is, the fact of the matter is, Dave, he is winning the inside battle with Cotto. And that's Cotto's kitchen, as you mentioned, but not tonight. So far.
Uppercut right hand. You take that away from Cotto, you've annihilated him emotionally.
Now, that's the way I see it right now. Well into the 5th round here with about a minute to go. Cotto doing everything he can to land some power shots. Floyd just keeps rolling with him. Then he uses that uppercut with the right hand, upstairs, downstairs, now back.
Same hand.
Now he rolls it out there, but making this guy miss with what should be his territory in this corner. With Floyd's back up against the ropes. And Cotto can't get clean to land a shot or create distance. When he does, it sails over the head of Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Oh!
Time to get
All right, you caught him. That's the only one.
It doesn't hurt Mayweather because he's in such great shape. And again, I don't know why Mayweather chooses to stay here, but he wants to mix with a guy in his territory. Pauses with the couple and loads up his right hand. This guy is some kind of fighter. You're watching a genius. 15 seconds to go in the 5th round. When you consider just how good Cotto is, it's even much more significant what Floyd Mayweather is doing right now. wonder what Manny Pacquiao's watching right now in the Philippines. He said he wasn't going to watch the fight, but he could be sure he is.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in.
Let's go.
50-45 as we go to the 6th round. Mayweather Jr. winning every round in the fight.
¿Cómo te sientes, campeón? ¿Cómo te sientes? Cerradito. Doble defensa con los tacos.
In the past round, Mayweather decides to fight on the inside. So Cotto lets him land one, and then watch how he comes back. Boom, the left hand, blocks another one, lines up, gets another one through, one's partially blocked. He's toying with a guy who's attacking him. Cotto does land the left hook on him, though. Makes you question the strategy a little bit. But Mayweather is non-stop action and shows so much. And doesn't get caught with a little thing with the glove, though.
All right, this is round number 6 of the MGM Grand Garden Arena. This much anticipated fight with Floyd Mayweather facing incarceration next month for 3 months. And then the anticipation of the Pacquiao fight. He doesn't think he needs Manny Pacquiao. The world would love to see it. Cotto got a piece of that jaw that time as he came in. You know, the Brooklyn Miguel has plenty of power. That time Floyd didn't get the roll. Then finally comes off the ropes. Mayweather in the red trunks. Cotto having the first good 45 seconds that he's had in any round. And just as I say that, Floyd goes by drop upstairs, drop downstairs, gets him off balance, cracks him with a right hand. Doesn't hurt him, but keeps him off balance. One of the few times in the fight you see him in the center ring. A little bit of puffiness below the left eye of Floyd Mayweather Jr.
I think for Mayweather, the key thing is to stay outside. He might have tried to prove a point on the inside. Not necessary. He can stay outside with the 5-inch reach. Don't give that away. If you're going to toy with the guy, toy with him from outside. Use the reach. Set some traps for Cotto. But you don't have to let him come all the way in. Trade with him and raise his hopes for late.
You know, that hook that Floyd had might have taken a little bit out of him because he's got a bloody nose. I assume it's coming from his nose and not from up around his eye. But the chance go up for Cotto because Cotto's having his best minute and a half of any round in the fight, trying to put pressure on Floyd. Floyd just grins at him now. Floyd looks at the guy, hey, you're in my office, now I'm going to come back after you. It's like a kid in the street. You don't want to hit a guy because you're afraid of what he might do to you. Well, he's not afraid of what anybody's going to do to him.
Ooh. Sneaky right hand.
You know, Bernard Hopkins is one of the best for setting traps. This kid, I gotta say, is equal right to the task with him. Floyd, in a round that's been a more difficult round for him, still just winning in there. I still think Dakota's winning this round, by the way. And if he does continue and does win the round, it'll be the first round he's won in the fight.
Stop.
Tony Weeks has done a terrific job keeping this thing under control. The referee. Closing seconds of the 6th round. Cotto can sustain for a few more seconds here in this round. All right. Every time it seems like Floyd has just got the timing and when that last second is going to tick off and he unleashes a whale of a left hook. He hasn't landed it yet. Sooner or later he's going to catch Cotto in the last second.
Every time I get a ball once in a while, you keep taking that motherfucker. Learn that. Hold it.
Mayweather may have taken that round off, but he's not hopping and jumping in.
Keep walking that motherfucker. He ready to quit now.
The beautiful Corona girls.
Hey, vamos allá. Viene la mano adelante, no se la quite. Ahora con cuando es. Ahora cuando tú decías bucear. Vamos.
Well, we go to the second half of the fight. The big question now is, can Cotto sustain what he did in the 6th round, or did, in fact, Mayweather just decide to take a round off? Mayweather doesn't look like he's standing out like he's taking this round off as he goes to the jab right away, trying to sucker Cotto into counter. This is one of the very best counter punches in the history of boxing. Cotto's a decent counter puncher himself, but he'd like to unleash some power. Floyd lands. Floyd technically throws his jab perfectly. He's so quick with that half uppercut, half hook. He's quick with his hooks. Just a sensational offensive and defensive fighter.
If he can stay on the outside and jab and hook, Mayweather can make the fight even easier for himself and doesn't have to try and rumble in Cotto's pitching.
Not his nature, Davey boy. You're absolutely right, but it's not his nature.
Same punch. Check hook.
He got through the last time. It was caught in the back of the hand of Miguel Cotto.
But all this good work in this round coming from the outside. He can start his power from the outside, too. He can even rumble from the outside by setting things up and utilizing that reach.
Oh, for sure. He's so quick on his feet. He throws his jab technically perfectly off that back foot. He has his left shoulder tucked away in. He has such great vision carrying that left hand low because he knows how fast it is. And in that case, Cotto let some really good hand speed go, but nothing landed. Again, to the well, no water.
In this case, that's because the well's a little too far away. With Mayweather doing an excellent job so far in this round in directing his attack from a spot where he can utilize his feet. Look what he's got going here, all from the outside. The jab and the double left hook downstairs.
Now he uses his elbow or his shoulder a little bit to prop up the face of Miguel Cotto, and he cracks him with a right hand. Another right hand behind the rear.
Check hook,
Gotta be
man.
frustrating for Miguel. I mean, don't forget, Miguel's one of the very best fighters in the world as well.
He's one of the best, and yet Mayweather makes the best look like children.
It's like that right underneath the right eye.
He stepped in there.
Very much swollen underneath the right eye. Nobody has been down. The only blood we've seen is come from the nose of Floyd Mayweather. Nobody really cut the fight.
Stop, 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 stop.
Cotto tries to plod forward, but it's the hand speed of Mayweather again. Mayweather's going to win this round just by outboxing him from the outside. Watch and see if it happens right at the bell. No, he doesn't throw it that time.
That was quintessential Mayweather. Exactly the kind of round.
They just happy with my man finishing the fight. Who the hell is that?
Mistakes from out there.
Gotta be Cotto, bro. Or Mayweather. I don't know. She's tough.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Leave it alone. He just never back. I got it. I'm telling you. The man speak.
Okay. Vamos, papi, saca tu condición, saca tu condición. Vamos, ahora cerraigo. Inicia un paso repetido y golpe combinado. Cerraigo, vamos. Esa es la combinación ahora, no hay más nada.
Mayweather inside, setting everything up. Nice hook gets there. Takes one. That was one of the rare moments in that round.
People always ask me, Rob, how do you stay so positive? Great question. Simple answer. I play Royal Kingdom. I mean, the
Colonel Bob Sheridan along with Dave Bontempo. This is terrific stuff. Floyd Mayweather Jr. up in front in this fight. We're in the 8th round now. For Mayweather, it's been an absolute boxing clinic. Look at this, Mayweather working on the inside, clipping him with shots.
Ooh.
The uppercut in there, Dave. I mean, this guy is absolutely sensational tonight. Cotto trying to get back, but just can't seem to land a clean shot. Down in the hips this time, trying to push him back. Tony Weech watching to make sure it's clean.
Watch out Mayweather leads back against the ropes to get a little bit of propulsion and then springs forward for the uppercut. He's trying to set up the uppercut here. And he's trusting the shoulder. The fans are going crazy. The stuff is not getting in.
Yeah, from afar it looks like Cotto's doing a real job, but in reality, that's why it's very difficult when you're sitting in an arena, if you're on the first couple rows, to realize just how crafty this guy is. Look at this. With all the stuff that Cotto's from, that 1 or 2 uppercuts that Floyd has landed have been bigger punches. Halfway through the round. How about the pace of this contest?
Terrific pace. And Mayweather is seeing the uppercuts. You know, we talk about his percentage. He holds opponents to 20% or less, and Cotto is less than. But it's remarkable because it's not in the keep-away version. He puts his chin on wrist all the time. He continually takes fake. But he gets away with it because he's so quick.
He's so quick and he has such confidence in his conditioning that he can take a hit from now and every once in a while. And Cotto just doesn't seem to have the power tonight.
Can't connect.
This guy.
I think it was them nut-ass pink socks he got on. I'm trying to do something. Some socks, bro. I wouldn't have done it.
Here's Mayweather going southpaw for a second. When he's toying with Cotto, he breathes a little life into the guy. Doesn't have to do that.
Cotto trying to put the pressure on the guy now. Crowd would love to see him drop Mayweather. And I don't know.
They would love it, but it ain't gonna happen.
And they'll say that
He is the apex predator of the sport of boxing.
Now he comes off the rope saying, "Now you didn't hurt me. I'll watch and see if he opens it up for the last 10 seconds." But you know something, Cotto made it strong in this round. With all the aggressiveness, now we know it wasn't especially effective aggressiveness, but I think the judge is going to give that round to Cotto.
And it's a giveaway by Mayweather, especially after.
What if you can create your own website by saying, "This is what I want"? With Wix, you can.
Who shorty is that, man? It's 2 different chicks. That one of them has got to be Mayweather. Mayweather girl, she tough. Both of them bad, but god damn it, that one tough.
Miguel Cotto, and it's a whole different kettle of fish here. You got bloody nose here from Mayweather.
Cotto turns it on at the end of the round as Mayweather fights in Cotto's office. Jab getting through that bloodies the nose there.
Ooh. Shit was leaking. All right, that's Cotto girl. For sure.
I've got 4 rounds separating the fighters. If you
She rooting for him.
The 6th and the 8th round. With 4 rounds to go. Let's see what Cotto can do.
Stop.
Strong?
I got you, let him go.
He seems very confident, too. With his arm hung out over the head of Floyd Mayweather. But Floyd Mayweather, his boxing is so sensational. I don't know why he wants to fight on the ropes, but for some reason he does.
And, okay, you might score a knockout in there. You may push the guy back to try to beat him in his game. But you also make him think he's got a better shot in this fight. And look at the crowd now into it because of what happened in the last round. In round 7, Mayweather had this Cotto crowd back on their heels with that virtuoso boxing performance. In round 8, he gave Cotto lightweight style, and now Cotto's got some momentum with the crowd as well.
This is boxing at its very, very best at the ultimate level. Cotto trying to do everything he can do to grab this round for Floyd Mayweather. Upstairs, he needs to come to the uppercut now. Where's he hiding that? Instead, Floyd Mayweather does. With 2, 3 uppercuts, only 1 gets through. But as Cotto decided to engage and he came forward, Mayweather steps back with his left foot and cracks him to the left side of the skull with the right hand. I mean, these aren't things that you learn. These are things that are instinct for a fighter.
How often does a guy just walk into a right-hand lead like that when he's in nominal pursuit? And Cotto has.
And just, you know, when you see him on the inside, you know that Floyd's thinking about everything he's doing. I mean, it's not just automatic. You know, put this guy in close control and let him fight. Cotto trying to keep the pressure on him. And Mayweather when he gets some room there, huh?
That's why I think the outside is where he ought to be. You want to mix it up a little bit now and then, but on the outside, he's been flawless and exciting.
He finally flies him and pushes him into the ropes to show some of his power to Cotto. You know, from Cotto's perspective would be...
My man just be shutting these guys out. He maybe won maybe 1, 2 rounds, maybe.
Almost too close to call is that round.
Mayweather different. Oh, he's different.
There's the bell ending in the 9th round.
He's different.
Too close to call me. I think that the judges will go both ways in that. I'll put it down on my score sheet as an even round. Well, it's not an even round. The judges won't score it even.
Like that was a Mayweather run.
Three rounds to go. 4, maybe 5 rounds separating the two fighters in favor of Mayweather.
Y pon tu preparación. ¿Cómo da? Claro, vamos entonces. Vamos, coja ahí.
Nobody's been down, nobody's been shaken. Bruising around the eyes and cheeks of Miguel Cotto. Blood has come from the nose in the 6th and the 8th round of Floyd Mayweather Jr. We're in round number 10 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Colonel Bob showed me with Dave Bontempo. We just hope wherever you're watching this that you're enjoying it as much as we are. And the crowd in attendance, by the way, has been a buzz the entire fight. Anytime Cotto does anything, they absolutely come alive. Problem is, there's been few and far between because Mayweather is just such a great fighter. Cotto trying to get some pressure, but he can't get a solid shot upstairs. Instead, Floyd, right hand, uppercut.
The great stuff he's been doing in this fight. We've got a package of it in the first minute of this round. Outside, landing the jab, forcing Cotto to come to him, landing right hand leads, and dictating the entire pace of the fight.
And you can tell in there with the grip that Cotto has. He's so bad, baby boy, and he just can't hit it.
And he's just missing. He's
wide shot. Another fact, he's just barely missing it. And that's the skill of the great defense of Floyd Mayweather. I mean, because Cotto's known as a pinpoint puncher.
Mayweather showing him some healthy respect in this round with the outside warfare thus far. Now he goes into inside mode again. Doesn't need to.
Floyd making him work, that's for sure. Floyd hanging on, trying to grab a 7-second breather if he can. You hang on, trying to get Tony Weeks to come in. That gives him a chance to take a step back. Minute to go in the 10th round. Cotto continues to try to apply pressure. Mayweather continues to counterpunch him. Caught him with a nice looping right hand that time. Look at how sneaky that jab is. That one came from the hip right into the face of Cotto.
We talk about the conditioning of Mayweather. That is such an important factor for him when Cotto comes out. He can spin out, he can move quickly, not get caught in stationary positions for too long. He's chosen to be in those positions here, but he's not driven into a stationary position.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible that has taken a couple of rounds off, and Cotto has tried to nail it, but he went into defensive mode in both those rounds and didn't take any heavy shots. Sure, he took some in the hips and the shoulders. Here comes the bell to end the 10th round, and then another good boxing round for Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Can't get no get back. Put more water. Put more water in him out.
He's in good shape.
In great shape, Dave.
He's on the outside. He's terrific.
Okay, let's rewind. A freak hailstorm hit, cracking this group's windshield and causing the night to take an unexpected turn.
Mayweather's all about sneaky, right? Quick uppercut there in the right hand. An unorthodox look to it.
Seconds out.
Now that looked better, but that got blocked by Mayweather at the end of the round.
I'm surprised that Cotto hasn't done more of that with his own uppercut, because he is a decent uppercut. Anyway, here we go to round 11 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. WBA Super Welterweight Championship of the World. The WBC Diamond Belt is going along with it. That's a Super Championship belt that they give out. Floyd Mayweather up on his toes, as is Miguel Cotto. 30 seconds just about gone here, and not much has happened in round number 11. Both guys have got to be showing some sort of fatigue, although they don't look real sloppy. They're both pretty tight in all their movement. Floyd up on his toes, doesn't seem to want to engage. Cotto trying to get to him. I keep thinking and looking in there that Floyd's trying to wear down the older legs of Cotto, but it's Cotto who has the older legs.
Cotto's trying to come after Floyd, but there's the right hand lead again by Mayweather.
Now, when I say the older legs, that's because of all the movement he had to go. There's still a three-year age advantage for Miguel Cotto. So Floyd has chronologically the older legs, but it doesn't make any difference because he can move. And you know when I said in the late rounds of that leather with all the wet perspiration and water and everything else might bother the legs of Floyd? By the way, folks, he's not bothering his legs. He can get away with it. The great ones can.
And he can get away with fighting the other guy's fight, which he's chosen to do a few times in this contest. And yet he bounces off, lands some uppercuts here on Cotto.
This Cotto lands a combination, but he doesn't hurt.
He need more of those type punches. Ooh.
Look at these combination of punches. Cotto trying to keep him in the corner. Floyd is trying to grab a breath right here right now as he hangs on the hands. Now watch, as soon as he gets room, watch how quick his hands are. Bang, bang. Now he makes Cotto hang on, which is exactly what Floyd wants to do. He's trying to grab a breather right here. You know, nobody's better at grabbing a 10 to 15 second breather while looking like he's busier than Floyd Mayweather.
That's what the special fighters can do. And here he is again, where he should be, on the outside with the jab and the right hand. Cotto has no answer for this. When Mayweather's outside, he is untouchable.
And here he is now, just putting a little explanation point on it for the judges' scorecard as we're inside of 15 seconds to go. And this the 11th and next to final round of the fight. Cotto gets whacked with the left hand to the side of the head. The bell ends round number 11. It's been all Floyd Mayweather Jr. In order for Cotto to win this fight, he has to knock this guy out. And he ain't gonna
Constantemente, trabajando, 3 minutos trabajando.
Último round.
Ok, vamos allá ahora, sácalo de ring. Sin desesperar. Sácalo.
I have it on my score sheet. Mayweather 108, Cotto 102, so it would definitely take a knockout for Cotto. And what an upset it still could be. But this guy, Miguel Cotto, who came here, tremendous shape, a tremendous fight. He's almost out of time and almost out of gas.
That's Mayweather shorty for sure.
Alright, here we go. Round number 12, the 12th and final round. And the crowd has really been entertained tonight, in spite of the fact that Mayweather is so far out in front. Meanwhile, they don't know that Mayweather is so far out in front. And so the crowd afar, it looks like, you know, Cotto may have landed heavier blows and may have kept the pressure on the whole fight. But the thing is, in tight where we are, you can see what a great job that Mayweather has done throughout the fight.
And through round 11, Mayweather 161 of 628. And Cotto 100 of 478. Punches landed, and again, Cotto right around that 20% mark that Mayweather opponents are stuck with.
And that's what it's all about with Floyd. Floyd back downstairs now with a minute almost gone here in the 12th and final round. The chant goes up for Cotto, Cotto, Cotto. And again, the crowd is so enthusiastic because they cannot possibly realize how far out in front in this fight that Mayweather is.
Another excellent two-punch combination, the jab and the right hand by Mayweather. So many weapons, and they're instinctive for him. 2 more down. We've seen the right hand lead from the righty. We've seen the jab that turns into a right hand midstream. That's something only the special fighters have.
Now here's Cotto trying to pick up some last minute and 20 seconds fury here. Floyd still up on his toes, stops, pops again. Comes out with a
He's been catching him with the same shot the whole fight.
As he's been able to do a drill. Right hand.
That right check hook.
Again the uppercut. And now Cotto's right to staggered. Had to hang on for just a second there. Floyd would love to take this guy out in the final round. Boy, he's giving him some bouncing lesson. What a show Floyd Mayweather has put on. My heart goes out to Miguel Cotto because he's worked so hard. He's just totally outclassed. A tremendous fight.
We'll pay you to get your CDL and give you a truck driving job with one of the nation's safest.
And Miguel Cotto, 40 seconds to go in the fight now. Both guys trying to get a final win for the final breeze down the home stretch. Cotto frustrated by the fact he hasn't been able to hurt this guy. With 24 seconds to go in the fight. Floyd just sort of sucking him in, doing what he does so well. He'll plant and try to finish.
He won this easy.
Blast Miguel Cotto. Almost out of time now. Inside of 10 seconds to go in this fight. They'll battle to the bell. Cotto still tries to be aggressive, but it's not going to be enough. Floyd Mayweather, I believe, has won this WBA Super Welterweight Championship in fine style.
We saw some things tonight.
He is superior boxer, man. He won that easy. Easy.
With the speed, the outside demeanor, the lead right hands, the ability to change on the fly. He puts it all together.
A lot of people in Cotto's corner think he's won this fight. His wife thinks he's won it. But I don't think so.
She wasn't watching the same fight.
It's Robert Hoyle, Patricia Morse-John, and Dave Moretti will render the final verdict of this one. I know. And the three. And the final. Robert Hoyle, Patricia Morse-John, and Dave Moretti, all 3 referees from the state of Nevada Athletic Commission.
There's Mayweather with the right hand. What a way as he tries to finish this up. Didn't even need the jab there. Scored with the right hand. And you got the sense that if he never wanted to engage in flurries from outside, power shots, he could have scored a knockout tonight.
Could have.
Cotto had a little bit to say here. There's a shot by Cotto that got in.
One of the better shots of the fight for Floyd, but Floyd never takes the full brunt of any punch. He was, even in that case, he was, you know, leaning back against the ropes and get his head back. Look at this, he loads up. Oh, look at the head of Cotto.
Give Cotto credit for taking that shot. And look at this sequence. Right hand and the uppercut. Cotto took it and came back for more. Right? Watch the speed. One's in, but not done. Uppercut right behind. That's usually the devastating shot, the second one, when it comes that quickly.
That's super slow motion. Michael Buffer standing by. We'll have all official
On
predictions.
the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. Dave Moretti and Patricia Morris-Jarman both have it 117, 111. Robert Hoyle 118 to 110. All three to the winner by unanimous decision. And no champion, and still undefeated.
Still.
For Money.
May. Salute.
Now the crowd's really buzzing and they're really cheering for that one.
So that was another one, man. That's one of my favorite fights. Mayweather Cotto. One of my favorite rewinds. But that wraps it up for this episode of Retro Fisticuffs Rewind. Ring General out.